J.B. Mauney isn't who you think he is. Addictions, rule-breaking, near-fatal injuries. Here are the 10 craziest things you didn't know about J.B. Mauney. At number 10, J.B. Mauney is known for his great bull riding skills. But J.B. Mauney is not always wild on a bull. Did you know that he's also known for breaking the rules? That's right. Among such moments, Teton Ridge once shared a video of an intriguing exchange between rodeo sensation Dale Brisby and J.B. Mauney on the set of Rodeo Vegas's inaugural event, where they talked about a bunch of things, including smoking cigarettes. To which Mauney recalled his experiences of breaking the restrictions on smoking cigarettes. "I tend to smoke a lot of cigarettes in the locker room, so it gets kind of cloudy," he said. But the interesting part of this whole thing is, he didn't used to do it out loud or in front of other people. Now, we know that J.B. Mauney is a responsible citizen, so what he used to do instead is he would go into the bathroom or a restroom and smoke one. "There are only a few who come hang out with me in the back corner. Well, actually in the shower rooms," the boldest cowboy added. Now, smoking is strictly forbidden in rodeo locker rooms as well as any other locker rooms. Now, although the 37-year-old disobeyed the regulation, he prioritized safety first. What comes in at number 9 is even more shocking than what you just had at number 10. When it comes to bull riding, only few people are able to make a name for themselves in this particular sport. But for J.B. Mauney, bull riding has proven to be something else entirely, something greater and astonishing. Mauney, 37, was the first man to get really rich from bull riding. The Dragon Slayer, as they called him, broke the record for prize money in his career with a huge amount of $7.4 million and was the best on the professional bull rider circuit with 32 wins. In addition, J.B. Mauney had major sponsorships with companies like Monster Energy, Reebok, and Wrangler. Can y'all believe that? But it's happened, and I wouldn't be so wrong to say if J.B. Mauney's become wealthy, it's all because how he's been in the arena and how he's played the sport, which is obviously spectacular. But making that sum of money doesn't come easy, and that's where fact number 8 comes into play, which is Mauney's incredible ability to ride on the baddest bulls, which also makes him one of the wealthiest riders in the sport. Yeah, you heard me right. His true legacy and what made him the most famous attraction in Fringe Chaps was that he always chose the most powerful bull to ride, costing himself an unknown amount of money in titles. Now, a bull rider doesn't receive a score until he can hold on for 8 seconds, and if he's ripped off, he doesn't get paid a bit. Now, most bull riders in championship rounds chose their bulls carefully with business in mind, but not J.B. Mauney, no siree. He'd tie his hand to the baddest bull as if he were strapping himself to a mast in a cyclone and refused to let go. "I'd rather get dragged to death than starve to death any day," he would say. And that is actually true. From 2007 to 2018, Mauney rode every world championship caliber bull that existed. And at number 7, Mauney is also known to make a record in his bull riding career on a bull that no other bull rider ever has. The epic score of 95.25 points. But how did he achieve that? Well, by riding a fierce Bushwacker. The consensus says that the greatest bull of all time is known as Bushwacker, a mahogany-colored beast. He could kick with his hind legs so hard that his hooves reached 10 or 12 feet in the air. Newsweek called him the Michael Jordan of bulls. For 5 years, Bushwacker was virtually unrideable. He had the longest string of consecutive buck-offs in PBR history with 42. Until one summer night in Tulsa in 2013, when Mauney caught a ride on him, which friend and PBR spokesman Andrew Gingola compared to body surfing a tornado. Now, Mauney earned 95.25 points out of a possible 100, and this was also the time when Bushwacker would not be ridden again by anybody. But what comes at number 6 is even more surprising and extraordinary than what you just saw. And that is when this tough guy nearly got his neck broken. That's right, you heard me. As we talked about Bushwacker, there was another bull named Arctic Assassin, and this beast was no Bushwacker. However, by last September, Mauney was no longer his younger self. His body had so much metal in him from being ripped apart by bulls that a complete body x-ray would show his bones as silverware. Now there was a screw with 13 anchors in his right shoulder, a plate with screws in his left hand, and a plate in his pelvis. He'd broken his jaw on both sides, damaged an eye socket, and had 5 staples placed above his left ear. Arctic Assassin exited the opening and turned right, then left. Mauney was okay for the first few bucks, but then he sat down firmly and lurched forward. Now the bull's rising hips seized him and launched him into the air. Mauney's boots and spurs reached over his head. Now he was halfway through his somersault when he fell to the ground. Mauney rolled over onto his stomach after landing in the sand on the arena floor. Now he tried to raise his head, but pain shot through his neck like a hot knife. Now he managed to get halfway upright. He began walking insistently on his knees across the arena's mud. Now this was the time that he almost got his neck broken. But Mauney was lucky to dodge the bullet and his life was saved. Money, fame, baddest bulls, all might be under his belt, but this particular thing is what makes J.B. Mauney the actual Dragon Slayer, which comes in at number 5. A lot of you may know him from his aggressive riding style, but the dude's been a 2-time PBR World Champion. Winning the PBR World Championship is the pinnacle of professional bull riding success, and J.B. Mauney accomplished this feat not once, but twice, in 2013 and 2015. Now this places him among the most successful bull riders in history. Being a 2-time PBR World Champion demonstrates Mauney's skill, determination, and perseverance. Reaching the top of the sport requires years and dedication, and Mauney has demonstrated that he possesses all the necessary qualities. Mauney's achievement has not only made him famous and wealthy, but it's also served to elevate the reputation of professional bull riding. Now, he's one of the most well-known sportsmen in the sport, and his accomplishments have inspired a new generation of riders. But you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you about Mauney at number 4. Now, we all know that he got hurt pretty badly by Arctic Assassin. But did you know what Mauney did next after his retirement? The OG himself straight up bought the bull to keep with him for the rest of his life. Now, surprising, right? But that's something you can definitely expect from J.B. Mauney. Now, Mauney was seen in a viral video on YouTube demonstrating love for the bull who shattered his neck and destroyed his career. The bull, named Arctic Assassin, was about to be retired, so Mauney decided to take him in and offer him a place to live out the remainder of his life, referring to the bull as Big Dog.
Like a big dog.
In the video, he can be seen scratching down the bull's back, and he clearly likes the attention, thus making him a one-of-a-kind bull rider. Now, apart from bulls, there's also one other thing that he likes to own, which makes it spot at number 3 on this list. I'm talking about horses. Apart from bulls, Mauney has a strong affinity for horses, which play an important role in his life on the ranch. Now, he owns a number of high-value horses, some of which are utilized in rodeo contests, while others are kept for personal enjoyment and ranch chores. These horses frequently are descended from great bloodlines and can cost tens of thousands of dollars each. Now, these horses require continual care, training, and maintenance, so the investment extends beyond the initial purchase price, too. But the high-end trucks and trailers he owns is something next-level crazy that comes in at number 2. J.B. Mauney travels widely as part of his job. Now, frequently with a lot of gear and sometimes even cattle. Mauney's got a fleet of high-end vehicles and trailers to help with all this. Now, these vehicles are not your typical trucks. They're frequently custom-built to meet the demands of moving bulls, horses, and equipment securely and comfortably over long distances. Mauney prefers top-of-the-line trucks from brands like Ford, Chevrolet, and Ram, which got amenities like increased towing capacity, luxurious cabins, and smart navigation systems. Custom horse trailers with living accommodations can cost an insane $100,000 per setup. Now, how can I not talk about his luxurious ranch that's made it to the top of our list today? J.B. Mauney has a luxury ranch, which is one of his most valuable properties. Mauney's Ranch, located in the center of North Carolina, serves as both a home and a symbol of his success and cowboy background. The property spans several acres and contains a large main home, various barns, rodeo training facilities, and plenty of grazing land for cattle. Now, this property serves as both a retreat and a training site, demonstrating Mauney's commitment to his career and his enjoyment of the rural lifestyle. Now, the value of such a property might potentially reach millions of dollars, especially given the specific amenities designed for rodeo and equestrian instruction. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Make sure you let us know in the comments section down below. And if you'd like to watch more of our videos, then make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell icon to never miss out on any of our updates. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time, riders.